Hello, hello, and welcome to After GMS. We just went live here on the WFMY News 2 Facebook page. I already see several of you hopping on by the second. We appreciate you being with us. I'm Megan Maleras alongside meteorologist Ed Matthews. Tracy and Christian are off today, so we're holding down the fort, just the two of us. And yeah, this weather is certainly something to celebrate or dread, depending on which category you fall into, if you like summer or fall.
Yeah, what a day to take off with temperatures warming into the mid 80s. But enjoy that because yes, indeed, big changes are coming later on Saturday and in the Sunday and the new week as well. It's a beautiful morning. Live look over downtown Greensboro. A few scattered clouds. We'll call it mostly sunny across the area this morning. And again, that sunshine today is going to drive temperatures up to about 84. I want to show you current temperatures, and this is my favorite map this morning because it shows you the contrast in temperatures along the East Coast where it's rather toasty and yeah, very winter-like over parts of the Rockies where places like Rapid City, South Dakota is at 39 and it's 34 degrees at Great Falls, Montana. Compare that with 71 at Memphis. And here in the Triad, our temperature is at 61. So the leading edge of the cooler air is moving into the Midwest, and that's going to be sliding into the Piedmont later on Saturday. But today, high pressure over southern Georgia controls our weather, bringing warm conditions. And, you know, we won't be far off of our standing record of 87. Now, it's safe in the books, but we'll be up to about 84 today. So certainly in the neighborhood of record warmth. But here comes the cold front, the leading edge of the much cooler air. That front will move through central North Carolina early afternoon on Saturday. Not much moisture with it. It'll give us some extra clouds and maybe an isolated shower. And even tomorrow, temperatures will warm into the upper 70s to near 80. But later in the day, as that front moves on down east, temperatures are going to take a dive. And by sunset on Saturday evening, temperatures are going to be in the 60s. But 84 today, so soak up that warmth, and tomorrow near 80 before we start to crash the temperatures in the afternoon on Saturday. And then look at Sunday, a crisp, cool day for the Piedmont. A mixed sun and clouds and only into the upper 60s. We're going to go down into the upper 40s Sunday morning, and then by Monday and Tuesday morning, even cooler than that with mid 40s across the area, near 70 on Monday, and then temperatures slowly start to climb through the week into the lower 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, and mid 70s by Thursday. If you like that fall weather, you are loving that 7-day forecast.
We are also loving the 7-day forecast because we're getting closer to Halloween and it is finally feeling like it. It'll be cool enough Sunday, in fact, to curl up by the fire and maybe watch a Halloween movie. That's why we're asking you ahead of the Halloween Kills debut tonight, which was filmed in North Carolina, by the way, in Wilmington. What's your favorite scary movie? Or are you easily scared and you can't watch scary movies? Drop a comment here right now on our Facebook feed. While scary movies aren't your thing, there are plenty of tamer ways to celebrate Halloween. So let's look at those while you're writing your comments. Boo at the Zoo starts at the North Carolina Zoo this Saturday and Sunday, the first of 2 weekends of fun. There will be trick-or-treating along the paths in the Africa section and a costume contest, just to name a few of the activities. Wristbands for this cost $8 in addition to your zoo ticket. If you're looking for something a little less scary and just family fun this weekend, the Junior League's annual Touch a Truck event is back. Children will get to explore and get up close with dozens of cars for some hands-on learning and fun. This event is Sunday from noon to 4. You can purchase tickets up until Saturday afternoon. Back to our question, what's your favorite scary movie? Tracy asked this on our Facebook page because she says she has a deep fear of scary movies. So Karen said she loves the Freddy Krueger movies, Friday the 13th. Pamela said Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's definitely a horror movie. Sharon says The Exorcist. Rhonda says not a scary movie fan. Hocus Pocus is as far as I will go. 2 camps here. You either love them or you don't. It's very clear. I've always loved scary movies, but I'm one of the only people in my family and friend circle who does. And I found out, Ed, after all these years of knowing you, you like them too.
Yeah.
So I've been missing out on a chance to go see a movie with a buddy.
We've got to make a date to go out and see a scary movie sometime. Yeah, I keep them in perspective. You know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's one that I hadn't thought about. That one scared me to death. Yeah, that was a very, very scary movie. But also, I keep going back to The Corn. That was one that really scared me. I remember when I watched that, and I've watched that several times. I mean, those two movies are classics there. But don't mind watching the scary movies at all. Yeah.
And there's a difference between a thriller and a horror movie. I mean, I don't like the gore, the slasher type stuff like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre or in the Saw series, you know, but I love the suspenseful movies. Sixth Sense, Signs, anything by M. Night Shyamalan is so good. All the Halloween movies I think are good. The classics, you have The Shining, you know, some of those you mentioned, The Corn already. That's what a couple people are saying here on our feed. Kathy said, I like Pumpkinhead, I'm old school. Bobby said, the original Halloween, the one featuring Jackie Lee Curtis. And then we see, let's see, a request or a comment here from Aletha. She said, I hope everyone enjoyed the new Halloween movie. She said she was there to help promote it. Carl said his scariest was The Exorcist. After that, nothing has scared him since. That's really frightening. I can't watch The Exorcist type movies because apparently some of them are based on true experiences or experiences people have said that they went through. So to me, those are just a little too real feeling.
Yeah, I would have to pass on that one. I never saw The Exodus, but it sounds frightening.
Yeah, what's your favorite? You said you like The Corn. Have you seen any recently, though?
I have not. You know, it's interesting. Every year when I sit down to watch, you know, some scary movies around Halloween, I always migrate back to the classics. And it's like, yeah, I know I've seen this 5 times, but it'll be fun to see it once more.
Yeah. There will be a lot of classics on TV these next few days. So, and of course you have the spoofs on some of the Halloween movies, you have Scream and all those too. So depending on what your taste is for scaredy cats or not, you can find something to watch definitely this Halloween season. Frank just said Exorcist or Jeepers Creepers. Joanne said, how about a Charlie Brown Halloween? That sounds good to me too, Joanne. All right, this was a fun first talker. We'll have another one coming up, but we do have some serious headlines to get to this morning, including this developing story. The teenager charged with shooting and killing a classmate inside Mount Tabor High School is still behind bars this morning. A judge denied a request for bond in a court appearance where attorneys laid out what they said led up to last month's shooting. WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller is in Forsyth County with what we've learned so far.
Well, Evans Jr. is back here at the detention center, and he will stay here until he goes to trial. Now, in Thursday's court appearance, attorneys on both sides agreed that what happened at Mount Tabor was a result of a long-standing feud between both Evans and the now deceased William Miller Jr. Now, Evans made his first appearance in Superior Court Thursday. His attorney, J.D. Byers, offered insight into the days and months leading up to the shooting. Now, Byers says Evans was shot 9 times in June and was in intensive care. No arrest was made in that summer shooting. But Byers shared with the judge social media posts and text messages where he said Miller threatened to finish the job, referring to Evans. Now, both the Forsyth County District Attorney and Byers agreed that this was not a school shooting, but a summer feud that spilled over into the school as a targeted event.
If individuals are out there and they're in public schools and they're feeling threatened by other students at school or groups of students at school, it's important that they go seek out the SRO, the police officer, or the sheriff's deputy that is assigned to that school and explain that so that the authorities can do something so you don't feel like your back is up against the wall.
And the DA says the information presented in court takes nothing away from the fact that a student lost their life. The DA also added that the judge denying bond sends a message to the community that violence will not be tolerated in schools. And lastly, he said that it's actually better for Evans to stay in jail to keep further retaliation from occurring, because Evans' beef was not only with Miller Jr., and he'll likely go to trial next year.
Well, global supply chain issues are affecting Guilford and Alamance Burlington schools. They say they're seeing disruptions in food supply, with school food suppliers unable to fulfill orders. So schools are turning to local vendors, or in some cases, buying supplies themselves. Alamance Burlington says despite the challenges, it is still trying to meet the USDA requirements and give students something nutritious to eat. An FDA advisory panel unanimously recommended a half-dose Moderna booster shot for people 65 and older and for younger people with underlying conditions or workplaces that put them at greater risk of contracting COVID-19. Today, the panel takes Johnson & Johnson's booster under consideration, and both vaccines would need the FDA and CDC to vote for authorization before the boosters could go into arms. For now, Pfizer is the only approved booster for eligible groups. All right, it's time for our second conversation here. Go ahead and start weighing in on this on our feed. It's time to sit back, relax, and just reflect on life's many blessings. It can be really therapeutic, especially during these challenging times. Nearly 2 years into a pandemic. So I asked you on my Facebook page, Megan Malaris News, to tell me something good, big or small, that happened in your life recently. Stephanie saw her newest granddaughter born Saturday. She thanks God for keeping mom and grandbaby safe. Maggie's oldest is all smiles because he got his level 1 red belt at Tiger Rock. Andy released his first Christmas novel called Midnight Christmas Eve. It was a great day for his family. Kathy is officially retired and said 62 years young never felt so good. Tammy's granddaughter Micah turned 1 year old. Happy birthday! Michelle said she honored her late father's birthday with lunch at Bicentennial Gardens, a park he helped build. Connie called herself a foster fail, meaning she's the proud new adopted mama of her 8th beagle. Gary played in the Pink Out Breast Cancer Awareness Golf Tournament. Teresa had an early mammogram and her prayers were answered. Everything was fine. And Marianne said after 5 years of praying for something huge, she's so thankful God answered her prayer. And I had to chuckle a little bit at that comment from the woman who said she's a foster fail and ended up with her 8th beagle.
Wow.
I feel that would be the case for you if you fostered dogs.
Definitely so. There was a room full there, but they were beautiful.
Yeah, and lots of love, obviously, to go around. So, Ed, you start. Tell us something good while we give our viewers a chance to share their good news on our feed.
Well, you know, nothing specific, but, you know, if you just think and kind of meditate every day, you will find that God just delivers so many blessings every day. And that is certainly the case in my life, and I am so thankful. I'm healthy. My family is healthy. I'm going to be on vacation next week. Pretty excited about that. And going to take mom over to the state fair, or in other words, the Amtrak train is going to do that. She's coming up to Greensboro. We're going to get on the train on Tuesday, which is senior day at the North Carolina State Fair, and we're going to head over there. Lots of fun. I think the ride on the train is going to be more fun than actually the fair. We always enjoy that. We did it several years ago, and it was a real blast. So she's in good health, and I'm looking forward to taking her over.
It's really special that you do that mom-son tradition every year. And she's been feeling really well lately, so she's going to want to go on all those scary rides.
Every time I talk to her on the phone, it's like, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited about going to the fair, and I am too.
I love that, Ed. That's so great that you do that with her. So my Tell Me Something Good actually happened while we were live on the air this morning doing this segment. I felt the biggest kick in my side. It was baby girl telling me she likes this good news too, and wanted to make her presence known as my co-anchor today. So that was kind of special. Yeah, so we're really looking forward to her arrival this winter. So we heard from some of you here on our Facebook feed. Joanne had a good doctor's report this week. She said praise with a double exclamation mark. So glad to hear that, Joanne. Carl said he is in his 9th day battling COVID. His son, wife, and 5 of their kids are positive. He asks, what's good about that? Well, they're doing well, and his wife remains negative. To him, that is good. Wishing you all the best, Carl, in your recovery. Hopefully the whole family is on the mend soon. Carl also said, thank goodness for this vaccine. Tamrika said her brother is coming to her little one's football game Saturday at South Stokes to see him. So excited to see him and her nephews and niece. And these are great comments here coming in. So keep sending them. We love reading your good news and just sharing this sense of positivity. We could all use this glass half full outlook on Life Ed.
Oh,
There's so much negativity that often gets people down, but if you just kind of take a minute and stop and smell the roses, so to say,
Absolutely.
it makes a difference.
Absolutely, and I that is good therapy for me right there. I don't only always smell the roses, but you know, that's what really gets us through all the negativity that's around us and all the things that are going on in the world. Just you know, security in our life and blessings every day. It keeps us moving forward and really keeps us strong.
Yeah. I agree. Well, another big blessing this week, if you like fall weather, is the big cool down we are having. It's been unseasonably warm, even uncomfortably hot this week.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hot today before that chilly air gets here later tomorrow. On our way to the mid 80s, around 84, a little humidity there for your enjoyment. But the big changes start tomorrow afternoon. That's when a cold front moves through. Now, this front that moves through is only going to provide an isolated shower. Some of you may not get any rain at all, so it'll be very spotty in nature. The front's kind of starved for moisture, but it is not starved for chillier air. We'll be up near 80 early afternoon, and then temperatures start to crash through the afternoon as the winds pick up a little bit. And I think by sunset on Saturday evening, we're going to be down into the 60s on our way to about 48 by Sunday morning. A crisp and chilly day on Sunday with upper 60s. Monday, pretty close to 70. A beautiful week ahead. You know, you got to love this fall weather because it just brings very low dew points and humidity values. The air is going to be bone dry, very comfortable, and dry weather really right on through Thursday as temperatures moderate just a degree or two each day.
A little more seasonable then next week.
Yeah. And we've been so warm. I mean, what, 84 today and then upper 60s on Sunday? I mean, it's not a surprise that we're getting the chillier air, but we go from very warm to rather chilly. That's going to be the shock on the system. It's going to be a rather big surprise when you wake up Sunday morning.
Mother Nature here in North Carolina goes big or goes home. She does not do anything gradually.
True.
It's like so you're at the top of the roller coaster, she sends you down, and then it's anyone's guess as to what happens next.
Yeah, we're up here now. Right now, today, we're up here, and then we're going down. You're going down over the weekend.
Buckle up. Almost as fast as your mom is going to be on those roller coasters on Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll
see if I can get her on one of those rides anyway.
Oh, that's so funny. Hey, we thank you all so much for joining us today. We appreciate your company and conversation every weekday at 7:45 on the News 2 Facebook page. Right now, let's leave you with some of our funnier moments as we look back at the week. This is the best of GMS. Have a great weekend.
I'm Tracy McCain, here with Megan Malaris, Christian Morgan, and you have a friend, a bird, I believe.
Where? Oh, you hear
him.
I was like, wait a minute, where?
I've just never been someone who likes to be scared or likes to, watch scary things happening.
Even my car wash, now that I go to, has this little station you can turn it to, and it plays like haunted music while you ride through the car wash now to go along with their decorations that they have put up.
Oh, wow. Now that's interesting.
So you couldn't go to that car wash, it sounds like.
I'm learning a lot about you, Christian.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
No, it's good.
Seeing Wicked last night was really awesome. Gotta say, I have had popular stuck in my head.
All right.
Morning log.
Christian's like, hey, Tracy, come here. I gotta show you this. This is so neat. And I'm like, oh, it's gotta be something fun on Instagram. Maybe a little cat, rolling around or something. And it's like a weather map. And I'm like, oh, yay, that's awesome, Christian. That's so cool. Remember the house at the first part of our cul-de-sac? We thought he moved there. We saw a tall man, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's J.R. Smith. He had, Aggie gear on, so then for like the next 3 weeks, we like literally had a phone tree going, like, I see some movement. Do you see who that is? I mean, like all the moms in the neighborhood.
Oh,
it was like Desperate Housewives. It was so bad. So
is
bad.
it him?
No.
Oh. No, it's not.